so it kind of gives it a realistic effect, and that's the line of code that makes that happen. Now we need the same thing for the y-axis as well, so just copy this line and paste it underneath it, and change this to y-axis, and change this to y-axis as well, and save it. Now we've got those two done. Now we're going to use the, I'm missing a variable actually, hold on, let's go back on top, let's define a new variable quickly, let's call it public var new gun pos or pose, whatever you want to call it, position basically, short, and it's a vector free as well. Save that. Now I'm going to explain why we need that. So put here new gun pose. The reason we need this is because we're going to be changing the vector of the gun's position, so it's no longer going to be in its default position. So to do that, after you put your variable, put an equal sign and put new vector free, so we're giving it new positions. If I'm confusing you guys, really sorry, just leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. And what we're going to do is we're going to put open bracket, and we're going to say get the default position dot x, and we want to plus that with our x-axis on the mouse, which is, what's it called, move on x. Move on x, there we go, comma, and we're going to do the same for the y-axis, so default position dot y, and we're going to plus that with our y mouse axis, so move on y. And as for z-axis, it's completely dead, we're not using it, so let's just put default position dot z, and then close bracket, save it. Okay, brilliant. Now we've got the new position set out for the gun. Now we need to start applying it to the gun itself. So now we're going to use our gun variable we created, which was a game object, so it knows what game object it's going to be moving. So gun dot transform, and we're going to be moving the local, changing the local position, so dot local position equals vector free dot lerp open bracket. It's going to ask for your first vector free, which is going to be our gun's transform local position again, so gun dot transform dot local position. Right, so once we'd put the game objects transform, we then want to put the new position it's going to be moving in, so it's going to be our new gun pose, which is new gun position, and then put comma, and then we're going to give it a speed it's going to be moving in, so move speed, and we're going to times that by time dot delta time, close bracket, save your script, go back to Unity. Okay, so now if we run it, the gun should be moving when we move to the left, and if we look up, there we go, perfect. But what if someone doesn't want it, they just want to leave the gun the way it was? So we should truly make a boolean which allows you to enable it, and later on it could be set as an option value, so if they want to turn it on depending game, they can. If they want to leave it off, they can. Let's go back into our script, and we want to define a new variable on the top. So public var on and off, not and, just put off, and it's a boolean, and I'm going to set its default value as false. Save that, and on the start function I'm going to set on and off to equals true. Now if it's true, we are going to make the movements. So if on and off is equals to true, then open bracket, sorry, do the movement, else open bracket, close bracket, else on off equals false. So if it's equals to false, we want to leave it in its default position. So if we go here and we say instead of the new position, let's set it back to its default. So default position, there we go. Save it off, and this should work perfectly. Let's run it. There we go, perfect. As you can see, this variable was enabled in the beginning, and if I turn it off, at the moment you can see the gun moves with the mouse. If I turn it off, it's going to go back to its default position and stay there this time. Yeah guys, that's how you make the gun movement, and I'm going to be uploading the C# version next. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. And I want to thank some people who've been visiting my website. It's been going pretty good so far, getting some decent views, and yeah, thank you. I'm going to be uploading some stuff down there, free assets and etc. All the updates there. I just mentioned that I'm going to make this and upload it somewhere between 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock UK time, or sooner than that. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.